Excerpt from Emelya and the Pike, Act 2. Narrator. The stove lands on the doorstep of the Tsar's palace and Emelya hops off. Emelya. Good evening, Your Highness. I heard that you have a nice new kaftan for me. I hope it's red. Tsar. What are you talking about? Narrator. Emelya is about to explain the deal he made with the officer when he noticed someone standing in the corner of the great hall. It is Marya, the Tsar's beautiful daughter. Emelya, whispering, Pike, Pike, do as I like. Make the Tsar's daughter fall in love with me. Narrator. Instantly, Marya was in love with Emelya. Marya. Father, who is this wonderful man by the stove? I must marry him at once. Tsar. What? You won't marry this troublemaker. Marya. I don't care what you say. I will marry this man even if it means that I have to give up the whole kingdom. Tsar. If that is what you wish, officer, prepare a feast for the new prince. Narrator. At the feast, Emelya eats more than 10 men while Marya gazes lovingly at him. Then Emelya falls fast asleep near his warm stove. The next thing Emelya knows, he is in a small dark space. His feet are wet and he seems to be bobbing up and down in a rhythmic pattern. He can hear a young woman crying somewhere near him. Emelya. What's happened? Where's my warm stove? And where's my kaftan? Marya. Oh, it's terrible. I insisted on marrying you, even if it meant giving up the kingdom. And my father said that I must do so. He's packed us in a barrel and sent us out on the sea. And now I will never be Tsarina. Emelya. I'll get us out of this mess. Pike, Pike, do as I like. Let the wind blow and the barrel onto a warm and sandy shore. Narrator. In that moment, the wind picks up and tosses the barrel on the sea until it comes to rest on a smooth, sunny beach. Marya. Oh, thank goodness we're back on land, but there's nothing here. Emelya, won't you help me build a little shelter? Emelya. Oh, I don't feel like it. Pike, Pike, do as I like. Build us a marvelous palace. Narrator. In the blink of an eye, a shining palace appears on the beach. Marya. I know that I said I loved you, but I see that you are quite lazy. You rely on that fish to get you everything you want. Do you think you could try to change? Emelya. Oh, I don't feel like it. Pike, Pike, do as I like. Make me less lazy and a bit more handsome, too. Narrator. All of a sudden, Emelya is catching fish, chopping wood, and preparing wonderful meals, all with a very handsome smile on his face. Narrator. It was getting a bit stuffy in Moscow, and the Tsar took a trip to the beach. When he stumbled upon a palace, he was quite astonished. He was even more astonished to see his own daughter gazing out the window. Tsar. Marya, how did you get here, and whose palace is this? Marya. Father, I thought I'd never see you again. This is my new palace. Come inside for dinner, and I'll show you everything. Narrator. The Tsar marvels at the beautiful palace, which is 10 times as nice as his own, and he eats and drinks the wonderful dinner with Marya and Emelya. Tsar. I see that my daughter has found a worthy husband. I apologize, Emelya. I must have misjudged you. Narrator. With the Tsar's blessing, Emelya and Marya are married in the grandest wedding ever, which Emelya planned and set up and cooked for entirely by himself. He wished himself so much energy that he never has to rely on magic again, and yet he is happy and content. Not long after, Emelya and Marya become Tsar and Tsarina. Emelya's tireless work earns him the love and respect of all the Russian people, and somewhere, deep under the ice of the river, a pike winks. Number 6. Where is the pike at the end of the story? A. With the Tsar. B. With Emelya. C. In the palace. D. Under the ice. Number 7. Part A. What conclusion can be drawn about why the Tsar traveled to the beach? A. He missed his daughter. B. He hoped to catch the pike. C. He heard Emelya had changed. D. He wanted to go someplace with nice weather. Part B. Which of the sentences from the passage best support your answer in Part A? A. Marya. Father, I thought I'd never see you again. Narrator. The Tsar marvels at the beautiful palace. C. Narrator. It was getting a bit stuffy in Moscow. D. Tsar. I see that my daughter has found a worthy husband. Number 8. Part A. What conclusion can be drawn about Marya's relationship with her father? A. Marya respects her father's opinions. B. Maria's father spoils her. C. Maria asks her father's permission before doing anything. D. Maria's father is protective of her. Part B. Underline the lines from the text that best support your answer in Part A. Maria, Father, who is this wonderful man by the stove? I must marry him at once. Czar, what? You won't marry this troublemaker. Maria, I don't care what you say. I will marry this man even if it means that I have to give up the whole kingdom. Czar, if that is what you wish. Officer, prepare a feast for the new prince. Number 9. Read the sentence. He wished himself so much energy that he never has to rely on magic again, and yet he is happy and content. What does the phrase rely most likely mean? A. Depend on. B. Use. C. Ask for. D. Wish for. Number 10. What conclusion can be drawn about why the pike winked at the end of the passage? Use key details from the passage to support and explain your answer.